Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got this awesome comment from Carlos Martinez asking if I could review the Inland Empire. And of course I can. Now, for some of you who just don't know, I just wanted to outline what is the Inland Empire? Or basically it's part of California and it's this section right down here, right? So there's multiple counties, there's multiple cities, but I guess it's definitely the desert section that goes all the way up to, I guess, Arizona, right? And possibly Nevada. So, and it starts sort of by Orange County at the end of LA, kind of like Big Bear and stuff like that. Some of those mountains will be considered Inland Empire. Anyways, so yes, we are gonna jump into this area. But before I begin, I wanted to show you, man, if you just Google right now, housing news, okay? You are going to see article after article after article just showing really bad news. I'm talking like, look at this one. This is from Bloomberg, just came out a little bit ago. US housing prices fall for the first time since 2012. Pandemic frenzy is hitting the skids as mortgage rates climb. Index of 20 cities post first monthly decline since 2012. This is, in my opinion, really just the beginning because we still have high inflation. So as long as we have high inflation, the rates are going to go up, and the more the rates go up, the less buyers we're going to have. Nobody is going to sell their condo to move into a studio apartment, right? Nobody's going to sell their house to move into a condo. Nobody's going to sell their house by the beach to move inland, right? Like, they're not going to do that. When you buy a house, usually you always want to upgrade, right? You're never going to downgrade. It doesn't work that way. So there's going to be a lot of people basically holding on to what they got. There's going to be a lot of smart people that refinanced during the last 2 years that didn't take any money out. So they're sitting great. I mean, if you bought a house 5-10 years ago, or maybe a little bit more, and you got it at a decent price, and then you went ahead and refinanced in the last 2 years, you are sitting amazing. I mean, you're sitting on some record high profits right now. Unfortunately, that's not the case for everyone. A lot of people took money out on their homes, so now they're gonna be paying that, right? Even though at low rates, but still, all that is basically coming to an end. We're seeing a lot of layoffs in the banking industry, in the mortgage industry, in the real estate industry. So we'll see how this all pans out. Now let's jump into Ontario, California. I'm sorry, I said Ontario. I wrote Ontario because I clicked on it, but basically the Inland Empire, which is all this area. Now, just to let you know, if we jump over to the Redfin weekly housing market data, we could see that in 2019, the average house in Riverside was $372,000, and now it's $546,000. So it went up like almost $150,000, $130,000, and over here it was up as at least $100,000, $200,000. So it has come down since the interest rates went up. But look how steady it was, and then it just shot up like crazy. So I still think we're gonna have to see these prices come down. I still think the market is super duper hot, possibly because there's not a lot of inventory right now. Like I said, people are holding on to their properties. But if you just look at this chart and you think, wow, things are gonna change. And if you're expecting a crash, this is probably where you're going to see it happen first, in Riverside and the Inland Empire. And we are sort of seeing it, but just not that much. Look at that. It's just not dropping that much. It was at 578 and now it's at 546. So $30,000 drop, not that much in my opinion, thinking about where we are. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of focus on this area right here, and let's go ahead and remove the boundaries. Now, I could tell you that obviously closer to LA, this area is going to be nicer, and closer to work, right? Like if you work in any of this area, the closer you are, the better. But I definitely do think you could find great deals, especially some lake houses. You guys want to, actually, let's check that out. Let's check out some houses around Big Bear Lake. It's a very, very popular lake. And people from Los Angeles and Orange County and San Diego love buying properties here, and they love coming up here for the weekend with the kids and with the family. It's a lot of fun. The lake is super duper cold. There's a ski mountain that people love, And basically that's why people come here. Now the only issue as far as skiing is that they don't always get snow. I mean, we're pretty this area is pretty south, right? So it really, yeah, and usually if it does snow, it sort of melts uh, fairly fast. Now, it's nothing like Tahoe or something like that, but again, it's a lot of fun, especially in the summer. It's a lot of fun, a lot of great hiking, just great restaurants. So let's see what you can get around Big Bear. Now, it is sort of out there in the middle of nowhere. Look at this. Look at this. This is nice. $237,000 with a $12,000 price cut. Now you are in the woods out here, guys. Check this out. Could you imagine coming here and it's all snowed in? How beautiful that would look. Just awesome, awesome, awesome. Now this is a great price. It is a small house, 1,100 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. But imagine just a quick getaway for the weekend. You come out here to relax, really cozy inside. I mean, definitely needs work. Kitchen needs, obviously a lot of work. It's old, but this could be your hobby. You could build it over the next few years as long as the inspection comes out that it's okay, that the house is structurally sound, then everything else is cosmetic and you could take your time in fixing it. But look at that. Basically, you get to be out in the wilderness. You might not totally like that, but I just wanted to point that out. That is a $12,000 price cut and it's only 237, so they're probably very motivated. Now look at this, a little bit nicer. This house shows a little bit nicer, but look, it's only 1,100 square feet, 4 bedroom, 1 bath, so that bedrooms are going to be basically miniature size. But I really like the way the house looks. I really like the inside, although it is fairly dated. There is some grime. You got to paint it for sure. Again, 370. Yeah, feels a little expensive for only 1,100 square foot. But the outside, I guess it's where it's at. Definitely looks like it needs a little bit of work. I would do definitely hard pass on this. It sort of looks like a headache. It's tiny and it's expensive, and it just doesn't look that nice. And I don't know if remember if you live like in LA or something, and you buy here, and you got to do some work to it. I mean, you're driving 2 hours every time you got to meet the contractor, every time you need to approve something. It's sort of a pain in the butt. Now look at this. Now for 425, actually this is really nice. 425, you get 1,700 square foot, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. So the bedrooms are basically going to be huge. You get a freaking nice garage. Looks like a decently new roof. Looks really nice. This house, and 425 is not crazy. And look, they have a $75,000 price cut. So they had it at 500, they brought it to 525. And maybe they're just motivated, they need to get rid of it. But when I look at this house, oh my God, look at that awesomeness. I love this house. You know what? 425 is actually not that bad. It's not huge though. I mean, 2 bedroom, but like still, the bedrooms are big. Look at that awesomeness. Like, look at that, all that design, all that painting. I absolutely love this house. Might not be for everybody, but I just love the wood. I am actually going to save this one because this one looks amazing. Look at that cool garage. Look how much room you have in this garage. Looks super clean. There's a lot of storage up here. This is a house to have. Look, imagine barbecuing out here. Do you own this shit? You might own this shed back here. I'm not 100%. Might be the neighbors. Can't tell by this tree, but we'll look. But yeah, imagine you're grilling up some hot dogs. Could you imagine this backyard full of snow? Oh, wow, look at this. It's basically in the middle of nowhere. But no, there's houses around here. So yeah, no, this is awesome. This is a great, great house. I absolutely love it. Bathrooms are super clean. This is a nice touch that they put these things in the corner so people don't get hurt right here in the on the sink. No, absolutely love this house. 425, incredibly motivated because look, they got $74,000 off. They definitely want to get rid of this house. You know what? If you fell in love with this house and you wanted to buy it and you're like, this is it, this is my dream house, this is what I always wanted, as maybe to live there full time or maybe just for a vacation, I would offer, 390. Because remember they shaved off 75,000. So offer like, I don't know, 390, 380, and try not to piss them off, but see if they I mean, if this house sits in the market long enough, it is going to drop to that price. So see if you could get it, I don't know, negotiate. That's what it's all about. Now I'm gonna just keep scrolling right here, see if anything pops out. Here is a decent, there's two decent ones, so let's check these two out and we'll move on. 391, this has an $8,000 price cut. So they had it at 400,000. Again, small house, 1,100, almost 1,200 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. The bedrooms are going to be pretty tiny. Just scrolling, this looks pretty nice. It looks pretty modest, like a small little. You could always buy this, Airbnb it during the times you don't use it. This is so stupid. I just want to say, like, the realtor, like, why would you take a picture of this? Like, I'm just seriously. If you're the realtor representing this house and you're watching my video, why would you take a picture of this? Oh God, I don't get it. Or even this. I mean, this looks gross. Like maybe this just to show the room, but man, we need better photographers in here. Look, another thing is like for real, like you're gonna sell the house, like like cut the grass, man. Like come on, man. How much would it cost to just come in here and trim all these weeds, right? Not that much. What, 2, 3, $400? Do it. Anyways, this house, sort of small. 400,000 seems kind of steep. But look at this one right next to it. This is the one I wanted to show you. This one has $26,000 off, $599. So they had it at $550. A little bigger, 1,500 square foot, 4 bedroom, 3 bath. The bedrooms are going to be small. It's not a small house. Yeah, it's sort of a small house. Remember, if this is a vacation house, it's perfect. 1,500 square foot. Come out here for the weekend. Enough room for you to relax, sit around this couch, watch the fire right here. Absolutely beautiful. This house looks really, really nice, actually. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. Imagine you come home from skiing or hiking or just being on the lake or whatever. You sit on this thing, relax. Awesome. I absolutely love it. Look, there's a really nice outdoor space too. Let's see if there's some photos. Kitchen is completely move-in ready. Super duper nice. Everything about this house just is awesome. You have some funky parking. You got to make sure that the inspector makes sure that this is okay. But yeah, so it's on a hill, and you just got to be careful when it's icy, parking in and out. You got to be okay with that. You are on a hill, hopefully that's not a big deal, but love this outdoor space right here. Just coming out here, hanging out, putting some tables there, relaxing. Look, there's some tables. Yeah, this house is insane. What I don't like about it, because there's always something that I don't like about it, personally on this one, is that it's $599. A little on the expensive side, but I literally love it. This is something that you could Airbnb for sure, and during the winter when you're not there, make a lot of money. I'm gonna start making videos about that. So again, look, $20,000 off, $280. So that is just this little part of the Inland Empire. Just to talk about the Inland Empire, a little bit more. If you look at, for example, like Joshua Tree, I think this is part of the Inland Empire. This is all really nice. You have Palm Desert right here. Very, very nice. This is, big getaway for people, they just want to go to the desert, hang out by a pool, enjoy the sun. Once you go over here, this area, I got to say, it's not that desirable, this desert area. San Bernardino, it's not that desirable in my opinion. There's, there's pockets for sure. But there's also pockets of riffraff. Same thing with Riverside. There is a little bit of riffraff around here, but there's definitely some areas that are really, really nice. And then you have these mountains, right? And then you have a whole bunch of, beach, lake communities and mountain communities. But definitely the nicest part, I would say, I gotta find out if Palm Springs is part of the Inland Empire. I would have to look at the actual line, but this part down here is really nice. There are some really nice parts. And, you come out here and you do motorcycle riding. I mean, California, this is why they say California has a lot to offer. I mean, you could be at the beach surfing, right? Get on your car and, get in your car and drive to Big Bear and be, snowboarding in basically a few hours, right? 2 hours. And then you could then the next morning you go on your motorcycle riding, right? So that's why people love this area at the end of the day. That's why it's so expensive. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video. If you guys want me to make a video on a specific city, a specific the house, even a specific state, county, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be in this country. Go ahead, comment down below, and I will make you a video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.